Alrighty, hey guys. I wanted to record a quick video because I was going through some of my stuff earlier and I found this lovely device. This is the crane that I talked about on my blog a couple of times, and I had originally ordered this because when I first, before I got the AGA, when I was doing expansion with the Meridian appliance, they gave me this lovely thing, which is Reversepull headgear. And the idea is that it puts forward force on your entire upper dental arch to hopefully prompt forward maxillary growth. So rather than moving any teeth, the idea is to help the entire bone structure remodel forward. So that's the idea. So this thing goes on like this. Really, really a fashion statement. And you do have to have either braces or some kind of appliance because rubber bands hook from this piece to whatever you have in your mouth. So this is initially what they gave me. I wore it for a bit, but every morning I was waking up and my jaw was sore, which is not surprising because it's putting a reverse force on your mandible. Like, yes, the rubber bands are pulling forward on your upper palate, but it's anchored on your forehead and your jaw. So the forehead isn't as big of a deal because your forehead doesn't really have a joint associated with it. But that backwards force pushing my jaw back all night, I was really not comfortable with it. And to be honest, it surprises me a little bit that that this is something that it was Dr. Lockhart who recommended that. And I think it's a common thing to use. And I just find it surprising that practitioners would be comfortable with that kind of a not ideal force on the jaw, especially practitioners who are very aware of jaw joint issues. But anyway, so I was looking for an alternative, and this was the only alternative that I found. It is called the Crane. It was $450. It was not easy to order because they only sell it to dentists and chiropractors and orthodontists, I believe. So it took a lot of phone calls to eventually connect them with my orthodontist office to have them order it for me, which was a bit frustrating. And I had asked on the phone, like, okay, so this is $450. I printed out their little measurement paper because it comes in different sizes, like different sizes of neck brace, I guess, depending on how long your neck is. And I had ordered a medium after using their sizing guide, but I was concerned, like, okay, what happens if I get it and it doesn't fit? And at the time, they had said, sorry, if you get it and it doesn't fit, there's nothing that we can do, which is not a great policy for such an expensive thing. And if you go to the website, I'll link it below. The website looks questionable at best, I would say, which is fairly standard in this whole weird fringe realm of orthotropics and adult palate expansion and all of that. But there's nothing else really on the market, which their website makes that point, actually. It says right here, I can read this quote. Years of engineering, testing, and refining of the Crane by Miss Ashton has given us the ability to amplify the magic of ALF. So I guess they initially designed it for use with the ALF appliance, without the negative reciprocal forces found in all other commercially available traction systems. And that was the thing. That's why I ended up ordering it, because I couldn't find another solution that would provide that forward force on the maxilla without the reciprocal forces on the jaw. So I ordered it, got it. I will give the company props, because despite what they initially said on the phone, I got the size medium. It fit, but it was very uncomfortable. I couldn't fall asleep in it. I called them on the phone and was like, hey, like, would you reconsider sending me the smaller size just to see if it would help? And I did have to pay to ship the old one back to them, but they did send me a small size. So I do appreciate them for that. And this is the thing. You basically put it on like a neck brace. It's very cumbersome. Didn't think this through. Should have put my hair up. Oh, my hair's gonna get stuck in this Velcro. Yeah, just Velcro's on there. It goes on like a neck brace. Your head is very much immobilized in here. And then you have this thing in the front, which is adjustable via Allen wrench, I believe. And rubber bands just go from here to braces, or to, I suppose, an ALF, or to, in my case, it was a Meridian pallet expander. Take this thing off. So yeah, and the idea is to wear it at night. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple idea. My experience with it was that I could not fall asleep with it on, which, to be fair, I am bad at sleeping. I have always struggled with insomnia. I've always struggled with falling asleep. Not a good sleeper, so trying to fall asleep with a gigantic neck brace on was just not happening. And I gave it the old college try. I really did. And there was a period of time for maybe like a week where I was actually able to get through a whole night several times with it on, wake up in the morning and it was still on. I had managed to get some amount of sleep. But ultimately it was not at all sustainable for me. And it was around that time that I also started exploring other options. And that's when I eventually started the AGA treatment. And with that, you're getting so much, like, that's basically all forward force. And it's different because with the AGA, you're only getting, oh, Toothless is going to come say hi. Hey, buddy. You're a little in the way. He doesn't care. Here, come here. He does not appreciate this. But yeah, with the AGA, you don't appreciate this, do you? Oh, geez. With the AGA, you are getting premaxillary growth. They, of course, claim that the pressure on the nerve that I can't think of the name of right now prompts your body to remodel the entire midface. I remain skeptical of that claim. I personally have not seen any cheekbone development or anything like that with the AGA. Not to say it doesn't happen, and not to say that I won't see it when my treatment's all said and done and I look at the before and after pictures. But as far as the actual physical forces on the bone structure on the teeth, with the AGA, you're getting the premaxillary expansion. But I wasn't about to try to add additional force with that. It's just not necessary. So long story short, I stopped trying to use it. But I figured when I was looking into this before, I found the website, but I didn't see any reviews of it. I saw no extra information on it. I was basically flying blind. So I figured maybe it would be helpful to at least have a video that exists on the internet that shows you what it is, tells you what it does. I can't say, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'd recommend it. It really, it's the only thing that I've found that will give you that reverse pull headgear effect without the reciprocal forces on the jaw. So that's a good thing about it. And probably somebody who's a better sleeper than me might have an easier time using it. So that is what I will say about that. For now, I suppose this $450 beautiful implement will just live in my closet. Maybe I'll try to sell it. I don't know. Do any of you want it? Let me know. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'll link the couple of posts where I mentioned it in my blog earlier. They're not that informative. I feel like this video is not that informative, but at least you can see it. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions about it. Hope you're all doing well. And yeah, talk to you later.